Okay, here we
Yep.
go.
DPadMotherphuckers.
DPadMotherphuckers.
If
not
you
easy
notice
being
that
a piece of shit,
the S
but
and the
still
W in Worlds has the skulls on the side of them. Also, the pharaoh head of Akhenaten.
Who?
Akhenaten. Reprogrammed game.
Is that really his name in the game?
No.
Okay.
He's
What
not
about
actually in the game. There's a dude called Yemesketit. I call him Yemesketitty. And
You lost me.
it's in the game. You'll see it.
Okay.
Okay. If you notice at the bottom it says reprogrammed game, that means this used to be an arcade game as well of the same name.
But Sega decided to put their dumb hands all over it.
There's a white guy and a black guy for racial diversity.
They get along.
They do.
They see beyond the bullshit.
Alright, I could have sworn I'm going slower than usual.
That's because of the internet. No, not really. It has nothing to do with the internet. I'm disappointed that my chat window isn't working here.
It's not.
There it is. Okay, so now we're as live as we need to be.
Okay.
Look at us. We put on an interesting show.
Yeah, I just went into the dilapidated shop. Gonna get some shit from this. The last woman on Earth. Okay, Silo Ultra.
Isn't it amazing to know that the burden of repopulating the world falls entirely on her?
There's gonna be a lot of bowling balls in there. A lot of dead baby growths of incest. Because apparently that's what happens when you have an incestual relationship and you have kids through those means, and like eventually the kids will start coming out as cancerous growths.
You gotta kill them. You gotta set your morals aside, because it's your duty to repopulate the world, and you can't have any recessive genes going through the ages.
Gotta go fast.
Gotta go fast.
Those gears blow my fucking mind. Like, they're just hanging there. They don't cog. They don't cog with anything else.
They don't. Does it? The fact that they just hang there on nothing, does that grind your gears?
Honk.
Hi, how you doing?
Oh,
So I just
shit.
realized we could be doing 2 players right now,
No.
but let's not,
Eh.
because I'm really bad at this game.
You don't like this game either.
I don't like it because I'm not good at it. That's how I work. I'm like an 8-year-old. Forever.
According to the instruction manual for this game, 1988, that thing there is known as a paramecium. Apparently it's a dead growth, kind of like the dead babies we were talking about earlier.
I was gonna, make the obvious joke about it being like an anus or a vagina or something.
I'm just saying what it's told me in the instruction manual, 1988. Fuck!
Hordes of identical lizard men. Everybody's wondered it in games like this. Where do they get so many people who all look the same?
The lizard men?
Just in games in general where you're killing identical enemies.
Well, surely the question has not been asked in relation to any of the Turtles games.
No, see, because
all the foot soldiers.
that actually already has its own excuse. Krang makes them in Dimension X, where he has Dimension X Chinese children building them by hand,
Oh.
Okay.
In the arcade version, I think you can kill those worms.
Now, that zombie dragon in the background, is that, you think that's the same one that you end up fighting as the boss?
No, it's according to the instruction manual and the cutscene at the end of the stage, which I'll probably skip. It's called the Dust Dragon.
I haven't seen anyone tune in yet, but it's okay. It's okay, because we're here for our own entertainment.
This is true. Somewhat.
Oh, wait, I see one viewer. Maybe that's me, because I'm dumb enough to have the window open. Maybe it's someone else. Who knows? He's considerably more orange and alive than the other ones that are in the background.
Yeah. Alright.
Dust Dragon. That's all
One word.
He too had a weak point. Look at those craters in the background. It's like the crater that Goku fights Frieza over for like 20 straight episodes.
Just 5 minutes.
Just 5.
I've been watching through Dragon Ball recently.
The original,
Yeah.
not Z, right?
Right. And it's pretty good. I mean, it's a lot funnier. The pacing is better.
Yeah.
It's just a lot more colorful all around. There's more to it. Goku is like the best main character. Kid Goku, I think.
Yeah, Kid Goku, to clarify.
I'm sure a lot of the Dragon Ball fans in general would disagree with that. Because I think that's one of the main reasons people didn't like GT, because they don't like Goku as a kid. Again.
I think, and this is going back on something that like fucking everyone knows, but I think there's a stigma around it, considering Dragon Ball and Dragon Ball Z were based on the comics, or manga if you prefer. Whereas GT was just the animation studio going, yeah, let's start a new story and go beyond the comics. And I know this was never written, but let's just wing it.
I mean, if you take it for what it is, kind of like a powerful fan-made thing.
The most official fan fiction ever.
Yeah.
You could say that.
I mean, they probably didn't care about the little plot holes that they included. They were probably just like, oh, hey, look at that, we got that wrong, oh well.
Honestly, I never watched it to know what all the plot holes are. I mean, I've seen an episode here and there, but...
I'm sure you can find lists on the website that would elaborate on it.
Here's a giant list why it sucks.
Giru. That's all I remember from GT. Alright, I'm just wrecking shit in this hallway.
Like, what's going on here? I don't get it. The decor in the background and foreground just don't match. And then there's some giant angry samurai ogre thing. Somebody's praying to him. And that's not
I used to
him.
play this game at my cousin's house when I was like 5 years old. And this boss here, we used to call him Big Butt. And I didn't know him as anything else because that's what my cousin called him. It's like, holy shit, it's Big Butt. He just had to blow his arms off here.
And then you read the manual and he had a different name and you're like, my world, all of it. Is his name in the manual?
Probably. I'm pretty sure it's at the end too. But I couldn't read when I was 5. Or I just chose to see the words as pictures. Do you ever do that when you were little? You didn't actually read a phrase, it just kind of looked like something you recognized?
Yeah, it's kind of like reading, trying to read any language. It doesn't follow the Roman alphabet.
There is a safety point where you can just block the missiles coming down from his eyes. And I like to do this, yeah.
Look at that.
Fuck yeah. Right, they're in their action poses. They're ready for some...
The King of the False Gods is in a new realm by... What?
Patriarch. Patriarch of the Forgotten, was it?
Yeah. He is in a new realm. Now you're in Egypt. What the shit is going on?
I'm in ancient ghost Egypt.
It's like playing Legendary Wings.
Where Nick's fly
slightly
around.
less gay.
Yeah, Legendary Wings sucks. That was Capcom as well, wasn't it?
Yes, it was. That was really early Capcom. That was like either pre-Mega Man 1 or during that era. When it was really obvious they didn't really know what they were doing yet. Mega Man's pretty much when they got their shit together.
We're not about to talk about your favorite Mega Man, because Mega Man has the most divided fan base I've ever heard of.
If ever there was a fan base that can relate to one another simply by being part of the fan base, and yet disagree over petty things, it's a Mega Man fan base. This is obviously home to very shitty Egyptians, because they painted right on top of bricks, and every painting looked like the same guy.
Yeah, they said nothing new. I mean, paintings back then were supposed to elaborate on the lifestyle of the Hebrews and Egyptians. Just didn't work out well for them.
Back then, the native Africans actually took other races as their slaves. See, that's called politically incorrect.
That's called assimilation.
But arguably historically correct.
These are true facts. Maybe I should actually talk about the game.
Well,
this level has multiple paths in it, and if you take the bottom path, there's these shitty-ass lasers. They're kind of hard to get by, but they give you shitload of zenny if you destroy them. But they take forever to kill. I mean, with the napalm gun that I have, I'm going to keep that for the whole game until the very end, until I get the homing laser. And it's usually the best combination of weapons that you can get in a game. You just get this, and then the homing laser at the end, and you're good to go.
Yeah, you definitely know more about this game than I do. Fun fact, though, that you probably already knew.
This came after Ghouls and Ghosts.
Darn! Yeah, darn.
Cleopatra was probably just some hairy, dirty, sandy bitch.
Making assumptions based on what we know of Egypt. Sandy. There's Sandy there. She was a sandy bitch. Fuck it.
If you notice, this level is pretty much the same thing.
Yeah, what's the deal with like having two different barriers that you can go through? And
Yeah,
you can fly through the floor anyway.
The barrier determines whether you take the top path or the bottom path.
I realized that as I was saying it.
And,
Did you see that guy doing the shuffle down there? Booby lady.
I would spread her wide open. Especially since she's the last girl on the planet.
Is that part of the official story? Last girl on the planet?
It's just, I'm pretty sure that's what it is. Also, if you know anything about this game, there is practically no Zenny in this level. No enemies